Scotch eggs are the perfect portable snack. I love the crispiness of the outside and the wonderful yolk. Homemade is definitely best, and what's going to make my Scotch eggs truly sensational today is the quality of egg I'm using. I'm using these wonderful Clarence core eggs, and the quality of these eggs is just second to none. It's the best eggs I can get my hands on in the UK. It's the chicken egg. Just look at it, it's pretty amazing for your chicken egg. I'm going to do 3 different varieties. I'm going to do a duck, a chicken, and a quail Scotch egg. Don't worry, I'm going to take you through step by step, and I promise you can make these at home. They take a little bit of time, but the flavour and the texture is definitely worth it. So let's jump straight into the video, and I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing Scotch eggs. The first step to make Scotch eggs is to gently parboil the eggs. So with these Clarence core eggs, I've used some Burford brown chicken eggs. These have a wonderful golden brown colour and a very dark, rich, creamy yolk. To start with, I'm going to parboil the quail eggs. These are really brilliant quality quail eggs, and I'm literally going to do them for 2 minutes. That's it, you don't need to do them anymore. Parboil them and then put them in some cold water. Next, I'm going to parboil the Burford browns. I'm going to parboil these for 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I think it's pretty important to be precise with your timing. If you're 30 seconds or a minute out, that means potentially a much harder boiled yolk, which you really don't want. Next, I'm going to parboil the duck eggs. These are Braddock whites, and cook these for around 6 minutes. Once each batch is complete, I put it in cold water and I actually crack the shell. What this will do, 2 things. It will cool down the egg and it will let the water seep underneath the shell, which will make it far easier when you peel these. You can then peel the quail eggs, the chicken eggs and the duck eggs. Be nice and delicate, nice and gentle with them. I'd say the quail eggs can be a little bit fiddly, but when you get onto the chicken and particularly the duck eggs, they tend to be shelled far easier. Perfect, I've got all of these shelled. I can put them in the fridge to firm up a little bit. Whilst I'm doing all this prep, I'm going to prepare the sausage meat and black pudding. I've got some really good quality sausages here. These are nice Lincolnshire sausages with some herbs. I'm going to break all the sausages open, break all of this black pudding up. You don't necessarily need to use precise measurements, but I would say 1/4 black pudding to 3/4 sausage meat is a really good ratio. I'm going to season this with a bit of salt and pepper. Also, I'm going to use some smoked paprika. This will give it a nice reddy colour and a little bit of that smoky spice, which will be perfect in a Scotch egg. I'm also going to prepare some breadcrumbs. I've got this loaf here. This is a few days old and perfect for breadcrumbs. Just cut off the exterior, then put in a blitzer and blend all this up to get a nice fine breadcrumb. Okay, the next stage is to take your lightly parboiled eggs and put the sausage meat around them. The easiest way that I find this is to take some sausage meat and use your hands just to bash it down to get it to a nice thin layer. Place the egg in the middle and then gently wrap all that sausage meat around. You want to be really delicate here because the eggs are very fragile and the last thing you want to do is burst any. You can gently pinch the sausage meat together just so there aren't any gaps, and then move it from hand to hand just so you get a really nice shape. You want to create yourself a bit of a production line here. I've got a few bowls. The first bowl will have some plain flour in. The next bowl will have an egg beaten really well. And the third bowl will have some breadcrumbs. To start this off, I take an egg and I dip it in the flour, and then the egg, and then I put it in the breadcrumbs. It's really important here to be nice and delicate with the eggs. They are quite fragile. My final tip, use your hands just to push those breadcrumbs in, and that will make for an even better Scotch egg. Perfect, once you've got all of these eggs, wrapped in sausage meat, we're ready for the next stage. To start cooking these little beauties off, you want to get yourself a pan, put some vegetable oil or some sunflower oil in, fill the pan to about halfway and crank up the heat. Ideally you want to be cooking these at 160 degrees. Once that oil has hit 160, I'm going to use my spoon to gently lay those eggs into the oil. You want to be cooking these for about 8 to 10 minutes. And once these are cooked, you can take them out and drain them. Beautiful, so we've got our quail, our chicken, our duck eggs, they're all cooked and they're looking absolutely fantastic. So, what did you think of my Scotch eggs? Today has been a lot of fun and I've really enjoyed cooking these 3 different types of Scotch eggs. And you know what, I'd like to big up Clarence Court because their eggs are of a premium quality and you'd be really hard pushed to find a better quality egg in the UK. So try it at home, give a quail egg a go, or a duck egg, or a chicken egg. They're a lot of fun to make and the perfect portable snack, perfect for a picnic or a fishing trip. And you will find these in the British pubs. They're a perfect little snack we enjoy in the UK. Thank you so much for watching this week, fellow foodies. And until next time, happy cooking.